Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, BrainBoy20. Where we had last left off, we had an unfortunate loss of our bounty hunter, Ghislaine, and are now in desperate need of getting the group together, if only because our veterans, we're steadily losing people of our veteran ship that'd be very useful to not lose. So, I'm going to go summon up some new people to join us. We have Seneless, Basovian, Carbonell, Conter, Grand Court, Durier to join us in our next battle. Now, Durier has weird reconstruction, Hand from the Abyss, Demon's Pull, and the Sacrificial Stab, as opposed to having Abyssal Artillery and Weakening Curse. I'm not particularly interested in that. We currently have Carcathus and Swordval, who's a rear lineman, and we need a front lineman. So I'm probably going to have Conter, depending on what his actual abilities are. Shuffle Single. Very high stun, no damage, hits almost everywhere, hook and slice, uppercut, and collect bounty, but you don't have the ability to mark a target. Finish him. No. Come hither, mark for death. I think I'll leave the mark on Swordval, and we'll hire Conter. And he's enlightened, fragile, paranormal, unearring, thick-blooded, and on guard. Yes, we'll have the apprentice bounty hunter join us.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
And we'll have a jester join us with this, although he has Dirk Stab Harvest solo. And Battle Ballad, which is exactly what I'm looking for, although I would rather have Inspiring Tune. So I might actually just grab the Arbalist, which you have Blind Fire to hit a random target from any distance to get a speed buff. Sniper Shot, Sniper, Battlefield Bandage, and Rallying Flare to clear marked target, get increased debuff resist, and Booster Torch. Bola is usually better, but I can handle you as a rear lineswoman, which is we don't exactly have damage.
Bandage and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
And with all of you people here, you all seem to be fully leveled upon entering. That's actually a really nice benefit that I didn't realize. Well, I mean, if that's the case, we'll just unequip all the trinkets, get everyone equipped as they're supposed to, and send you all off immediately. I haven't even bothered looking at what tasks are available. We can get another restraining padlock, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. We're going to send them all to the ruins. Mostly because I do kind of want to go through some regular missions, as we just keep getting destroyed by everything we encounter. However, I'm probably, after this episode, going to play The Darkest Dungeon a bit on my own. If only because I do kind of want to get things going along. We've been doing a lot of random missions, we've done a lot of boss fights, but it's going to start getting dull. Now, if you still want to put in a hero, you can, it's just he might level up a lot or die in your off time. So there's always that to watch out for. Anyway, aside from that, let's start getting everyone's things in order. Sort of, I'll go up here. Grand Court, you don't have a lot of speed to begin with, but I can definitely... Scattering... Oh. The damage to range skills is actually a massive negative. Like, you have some very real negatives that should be over, like... Jesus, why? I'm going to drop your dodge and just try to protect you through Carcathus. You'll be max out damage as much as possible, although you'll be taking a ton of damage, stress-wise. Sort of all, you're naturally going to grab... Not the Hound Whistle, but... What did I have on you? Well, let's do everything else first. Carcathus. You're slow. You'll get the Legendary Bracer, because getting you to move fast is nigh on impossible. And we'll give you the Sly Eye Patch. You'll have increased damage, but you have enough protection where you shouldn't have much of an issue guarding people. Conter, we don't have another Legendary Bracer for you. That's actually a really bad thing for me. Like, I actually have, I think, too many DPSs here. No, what did I actually have on you? I had the sly eye patch, which boosted your dodge. And something else. Damage stone. I'll give you the Book of Sanity so I don't have to care about... No. I'll give you a speed stone. Nothing else to really do with you. Counter, you will get the legendary bracer because you'll go last, but your damage should be through the roof. But I'll give you the Book of Sanity to overcome this so you don't take such a massive sanity hit. Sword of All, you on the other hand shall take Junia's head to try to replenish or give you some decent stress healing. And aside from that, we will send you all out there. Sword of All, is there something I can upgrade through you? Carcatus, I can upgrade all your skills. I can upgrade all your abilities. This will be expensive. But Crush, Rampart, Retribution. Ooh, doubles the damage buff and gives you a crit buff when riposted. And Defender, which is also an equally decent skill. And now for your actual skills and abilities, let's boost your main dodge and speed. And let's get the military issued armor. And embark. Everyone formulate your roster and get ready. We're going to do a medium exploration of easy difficulty, meaning we're basically going to overrun them. It's not going to be a max gold run through because I really don't have much of a choice. But let's get to provisioning, shall we? What trinkets do we have? Sort by name. Any duplicates? Does not look like it. I mean, you are a bounty hunter, but I don't exactly use speed on you, because high damage is much better. Then again, the commander's orders is not bad. It's just, Zelrock and Reynold are my only two crusaders. Also, I don't know why I'm embarking. Let us back out, please, before I forget. Because we do kind of need to get Wakalicious into, like, we need multiple bits of recovery. I don't use debuffs. At least, I don't use debuffs to that extent where that would be helpful to me. Wakalicious, you are faithless, so you will only meditate. Thankfully, he doesn't eat up the meditation for you. Although, what would be my next team? No clue. In fact, I have like so little of an idea of what's going to go on here that I'm actually just going to make sure Brother Tanky is not bulimic. And then we'll head on out to embark. Provision. Now, as this is a long mission, food to the max degree. Hell's Hairpin. Crit if torch is below that. Accuracy if torch is below that. Increase debuff resist, or decrease debuff resist and decrease bleed resist. Redemption Armlet. Increase damage but reduced virtue chance. I've got better things to increase damage with, so we'll sell this off. And with it, we will grab the prereqed torches. And as we are in the ruins, holy water, skeleton key, and we'll embark here so we don't encounter any obstacles. Skeletons with high protection are susceptible to blight attacks. But this is something we've already known. For a while, it's just we rarely have blight members in our party. We go for raw damage. I'm at least trying to get some player characters through this, although I think this is one of the first few times as of recent where I've had no player characters in the party.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Yep. It turns out that this is one of the parties that we actually don't have any people who are named. Most of the named ones are too high level, and we have too few buffs for them. Alchemy table, let's give it a shot. An accident occurs. You get blighted. Adorable. Let's keep going, shall we? There's absolutely nothing waiting for us here. We'll keep going. And probably find absolutely nothing, but that's not a huge issue. A free strong box. I never say no to heirlooms. As much as having more crests sucks, as I'll just have to trade them in multiple times. Stack of books. Unlikely location. Let's try Contour. Has a lasting effect on the hero. And you gain Warren's Explorer. I really don't have a problem with this. Now that scouting would have actually been helpful. Too bad. It's a good thing we're not in the Warrens. Also, why?
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
I would think it's a rule to get hit by traps when you don't scout in the first place. Again, I can't really boost scouting chance most of the time. Also, that's a little bit of a nice thing. When you're exploring rooms you've never visited previously, the torch drains much faster than it does otherwise. But now that you're exploring rooms that you've already previously explored, your torchlight drops very slowly. It doesn't punish you for having to backtrack in exploration missions. Now I'm still gonna light another torch because occasionally monsters will show up. But we should be fine. Now, in terms of me sitting around, I'm basically going to be playing the game to collect resources so I can actually level up the party to where they're supposed to be. And then maybe have a team gathered here today.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
In order to take on the final boss of the dungeon. Well, perhaps within the darkest dungeon, who knows? Flashbang. Not exactly that helpful. Perhaps an uppercut to you would be great.
Masterfully executed.
Trying to get the Obelisk within range of someone. That's a 10 on you. And Hound Rush is gonna kill you.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And you know what? Let's make a retribution happen, baby. And these two are unstunned. And they miss their mark. That's adorable. And a knife in the dark goes off, but he misses horrendously. Now, if you don't mind me, I am going to do a defender on our Arbalist who can't really take many hits. And now, as for you, you're gonna get sniped.
Back to the pit.
And as lovely as usual, you get crit damage out the wazoo.
Another one falls.
I can't really complain about this.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Why can't you guys do this normally? On medium level missions, why can't you do this normally? Why do you have to do it on the missions that don't matter? Well, admittedly, every mission matters, but still, like, in all honesty, this mission doesn't matter as much as some of the other ones that drain my resources to near zero. Bookshelf. Okay, Contour, you're the expert on the Warrens.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Holy water. Valuables remain. Tons of jewels and gold. Not like I can complain. We spent a lot more money on that than we lost. Or, we spent a lot less money on
The
that than
light,
we'd gained.
the promise of safety.
Our second confession booth that hasn't been used in years. This was utilizing a... We don't have any holy water. Well, that's annoying. Who could probably use it? God-fearing. Honestly, the person who needs it the most is... Honestly, yeah, I think this has the best chance on you. You're absolved of sin. It looks like Fragile was removed. I would have loved to get Scattering, because that would have made your damage that much better, but oh well. Well, looks like we might not even bother with the firewood, because we're not going to have any food for camp. If it keeps going on like this. Altar of Light. A small holy altar seems out of place against the backdrop of corruption. A soothing pale light engulfs the hero. Well, they're dead. Like there's not even a question about it. They're dead. They're dead beyond belief. There's no way that they can survive this.
Executed with impunity.
With Carcatus's damage buff, we're just gonna run them over. Once again, why can't I have this kind of luck?
Success so clearly in view.
When I actually
Or
need
is it merely a trick of the light?
When the luck is actually useful, it is not the— oh god, no. When the luck is actually useful, it is not there for me. Do another batch of holy water? I don't. Sentimental gifts are hidden inside. Manslayer's ring. And more jewels. And now we take a lot of damage.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alright. I guess we'll keep going, stop here, rest of the campfire, unless we use some more food. Actually, no, we don't need that much. Yeah.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Conter, you're a retard. Conter, you're a genius. Sorry, I'm used to that thing being like a massive negative event. Fine, we're gonna use the firewood.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
We can boost our surprise chance with you. This is how we do it. Okay, you have the two good skills. Weapon practice, which is a good one, as well as instruction. Marching plan, the most lovely one. Field dressing. And can heal a decent amount for a lot of people. So I guess we're actually going to do weapon practice. Left-hand practice still leaves more to learn. And you all get the buff. Once again, why can't you do this normally? Why do you have to sadden me so? There is no trail I cannot follow. Therapy dog, and then can you... yeah, we can do a fit. We can do marching plan afterwards. An affectionate nuzzle should put your hearts at ease. And then an encourage on you wouldn't be that bad, but marching plan is just better. And we shall rest.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
You were saying? Oh, you son of a...
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Well, we find you here. We have all this damage, all these damage buffs to all of us. Now, I know this is going to kill all Torchlight, but... Shambler's Altar. It says, the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place a torch here if you crave the void. Ladies and gentlemen, we're kitted out. I feel strong. And this is a boss level enemy. But... begin!
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Alright. We have a chance to stun you and knock you back. That's basically all I can ask for, is try to stun this man before he gets an opportunity to act. That is not going to happen, but we can move you backwards, put you in the front line. You have no speed, so I'm going to immediately guard my ally here so she doesn't take any hits that she doesn't need. And Rallying Flare for debuff resist, I don't remember at all what you did. And I can't mark the target because he needs to, so we'll just start trying to deal some damage to you. Obdurous Advancement. And Shambler's Sycophants. Alright, for you, I'm actually going to try Retribution. Procking on you. It's not a ton of damage, but it's decent enough. Clapper Claw, of course, is going to hit that one regardless of what I do. Perfect.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
And let's mark you for death. And you have the negatives to protection. Let's start piling on the damage. I'm sorry, I love that way too much. Hook and slice. It can't hit you. That's the biggest issue. And I really want to kill the Shambler's Sycophant right now. Before it starts getting its buffs, like right now. Oh, please bleed, bleed, bleed. Okay, it's guaranteed dead. You still have your protection buffs, so let us Rampart. No, because the Rampart doesn't actually advance you any further. Retribution on top of you.
A powerful blow.
And we get one of our infamous crits of near death and destruction. And we'll keep just piling on the damage, because he can't hit you normally.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright. How much damage do you have?
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Well, we're successful. It hurts, but we're successful. And you got your attack, so let's see what we can do to try to kill you before you become nigh on impossible.
Be gone, fiend.
Thank you, Grand Court. And
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
plus 25% Ancestors Map. Ancestral. Plus 25% Trap Disarm. Plus 25% Scouting Chance. Plus 10% Stress Damage. And we have no more Torchlight to go by, but we only have 2 more rooms remaining. Now, this is going to put you on death's door, and I don't have any way to heal you. So, from what I've gathered, go here, head back to the front. You're placed in the back and are basically going to need to be babysat to make sure you don't die. Hoping Karkadas goes first at all times. Yep, nope. And we're surprised, which basically means our death.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Although there's a decent chance of critting, that's probably all that's gonna help us.
Impressive.
Does this kill you? Nope. Of course not. Although one dodge goes off, a quarrel's probably gonna not crit. I guess being bold was a good thing.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I'd really like to babysit her, but you're not giving me the opportunity. And we do resist and defend her, because no. You are on death's door, my good woman.
Unnerved, unbalanced. Press this advantage.
We got hit.
Give them no quarter.
The worst one to be hit. Let's fucking rampart you. Oh, it does have a move forward aspect. Well, your stun goes off, and our only goal is to try to kill off the lot of you before you get a chance to act.
Eradicated.
Why does Sword of All's crit? Like, why is it so high? Okay, that's, terrifying. Oh, you can heal yourself. I have no idea why didn't I bother. No idea. An Eldritch Push. Oh no. That has no stress damage or regular damage whatsoever.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Eldritch Power, an altar dedicated to unholy abominations. Perhaps a great power lies within. Perhaps we should not. And scouting ahead reveals 1 battle, 2 battle, 3 battle, ahoy. We only need to go to the next room, I believe. It's still 2 battles, but tracking has a decent chance of preventing any damage that would have been dealt to us. You'll be moved back. So let's get going, shall we? To the next battle. It's only bone rabbles, and we surprised them. Excellent. Assuming that they have no way to dodge easily. Oh. Can you really not heal yourself? Why did you... Oh, it's only positions... That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's annoying, but it at least has a reason for being.
A singular strike.
I mean, sort of all. You are critting like a madman.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
These rooms do not yield any findings, significant or otherwise. Wait, let's collect ourselves. No, we're not waiting. We're doing well. I say that. We surprised them, giving us exactly what I'm looking for. So we're gonna collect a bounty on you, because there's a decent chance of at least getting rid of you.
Devastating blow.
A Hound Rush, that is more likely gonna kill the Bone Courtier. He dodges. Yeah, you can't win them all. Blind Fire. It's the Bone Courtier anyway. And let's see if a Retribution proc kills him off and gives him the Riposte and Mark. Alright, you do say... Oh, stress attacks don't actually proc that if they're pure stress. Get sniped. Die.
The ground quakes.
Well, that was quick-ish.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Let's see, what is at the light? What is the light at the end of the tunnel? Absolutely jack all. The volumes are dull and uninteresting. We don't have a massive issue with this. We have a ton of stress damage.
No force of will can overcome a failing body.
Yep. Carcatus is irrational. Grand Court is irrational.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
Not my problem. We are leaving.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
And if that isn't a boat full of treasures, I don't know what is. I finally acquired one of the ancestral pieces after killing the great Shambler. And as such, I am very, very happy, and sort of all gets upgraded to veteran status. But he very much deserves it. Also, I realize, in hindsight, in that fight, I really should have just given him the dog treats, but I keep forgetting to use those. You're sickly, you're a backtracker. Counters a Ruins Adventurer, which replaces Unearring. Not exactly helpful. And you're bloodthirsty. You're bloodthirsty. I'm assuming that means you can't retreat in combat.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Pudoro, how long were you gambling? How have you not lost any money? And Abco has finally returned from the search to find holy meaning. So we have the Hag, the Necromancer, the Alluring Siren, the Swine King, Brigand, 12-pounder, Sunken Crew, Unstable Flesh, Fulminating Prophet, Hag, Witch, Necromancer, Lord, Beguiling Siren, Swine God, Brigand, 16-pounder, Drowned Crew, Formless Flesh, Gibbering Prophet, and then our assaults on the Darkest Dungeon. Interesting. And now, we may or may not. We don't. We do! Our roster is full, but we can make room. Oh no, can we actually make room? Please tell me we can make room. Unequip all trinkets. I like Grand Coot. I like all these people. I like Contour. Can I make enough room for the hero barracks? What does a decent trade with deeds? Crests actually do decent trades with deeds. How many do I need? 12 is already beyond. Because that puts me at what? 10 puts me at 21. I can only go down to 15. 12 is at 19. 15. No, 16. Duh. 16 for 5 of those. Now if I were to actually do portraits. And that's 6, so 9. 12. Very close. Very, very close. I just need... I need literally one of them. Hero barracks.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
Enter. Doesn't even matter who you are. We will make you strong. Orlando Duggan. I also may or may not have been forgetting a... Oh, never mind. I remember who Lost Vala was. I wrote down the name of a previous champion from Dominions 4 of mine on this piece of note card that I have in front of me with all the names of characters. I completely forgot who that was until just now. So let's see. You have Chop, which is your basic melee skill. Hue, which hits the front 2 people. Purge, which clears all enemy corpses. Knocks back an enemy in particular. Revenge, giving you a massive buff, but losses to your dodge and protection stat. Withstand, to heal your own stress and give you protection. Solemnity, which heals yourself and gives you debuff resistances. And Intimidate, just damage debuff. Then you have the same 3. Let the Mask Down to reduce your stress, but increase the stress of all your companions. Bloody Shroud to increase your resistances. Grant you Reflection to reduce stress by a lot and give you increased boosts to your combat. And Quarantine to suffer some health damage, but reduce the stress of all your companions by a fair amount. I say you'd be a good addition to the group. And your allies will be Grand Croûte, perhaps Carcadas, perhaps not. Actually, if this bout will join you.
To fight the Abyss, one must know it.
And we have your specific team that will be following you around the place. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy 20 with Let's Play the Darkest Dungeon, and I'm signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe. It helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.